Hi guys, in this video, you will see how the cast of the Bewitched TV series from 1964 to 1972 changed. You will know their real names and age, and today, let's see what all of the Bewitched stars look like now versus when they were on the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. Number 1. Elizabeth Montgomery as Samantha Stephens. Samantha is loyal, compassionate, intelligent, and a very endearing person, generally winning over those she meets effortlessly. Samantha likes being a housewife and doing things the mortal way. She is not vindictive or cruel towards mortals like other witches can be. She is not always serious. She possesses a great sense of humor. Samantha has a great deal of intelligence and cope well in bad situations, and can solve a predicament entirely by herself. Samantha possesses a spirited and compassionate nature. She has proven to be beautiful and competent. She is very fiery in nature and stands up for her choices and beliefs. Samantha Stephens was played by Elizabeth Montgomery when she was 31 years old. Sadly, at 8:22 a.m. Pacific Time, in the morning of May 18, 1995, Montgomery died in her sleep at home 8 weeks after her diagnosis of cancer and 33 days after her last birthday. She was 62 years old. Number 2. Dick York as Darren Stephens. Darren Stephens is a mortal married to Samantha. He did not know she was a witch until she told him after they got married and tried to dissuade her from using witchcraft as much as possible, preferring to live an ordinary mortal life. Darren Stephens was played by Dick York when he was 36 years old. Sadly, York died of complications from emphysema at Blodgett Hospital in East Grand Rapids, Michigan on February 20, 1992, at age 63. Number 3. Agnes Moorehead as Endora. Endora is an extremely powerful witch. Like all witches, she never reveals her surname. She doesn't get along with Darren's mother, Phyllis Stephens, because she gets along too well with Phyllis' husband, Frank. But they are civil to one another in what Samantha calls killing one another with kindness. Endora finds mortals dull and disapproves of Darren, as do many of Samantha's relatives. Endora was played by Agnes Moorehead when she was 64 years old. Sadly, Moorehead died of uterine cancer on April 30, 1974, in Rochester, Minnesota, at the age of 73. Number 4. David White as Larry Tate. Larry Tate is Darren's profit-obsessed boss and friend. Tate is a regular character. Tate's opinions turn on a dime to appease a client in an attempt to land a deal. Larry has a loose code of business and personal ethics, and he has no qualms about stretching the truth or outright fabricating a story. Larry has an impressively thick head of mildly curly white hair. Prior to his hair turning white, Larry was a redhead. He has blue eyes and is always seen sporting a thin mustache. In the eyes of Serena, he is a cute, sexy beast. Larry Tate was played by David White when he was 48 years old. Sadly, he died of a heart attack on November 27, 1990, in North Hollywood, California, at the age of 74. Number 5. Erin Murphy as Tabitha Stephens. Tabitha Stephens is the witch's daughter of Samantha and Darren Stephens. As a baby, Tabitha had dark black hair. By the time she was a toddler and started manifesting her powers, she had blonde hair like her mother. As a result of her unique heritage, Tabitha started using witchcraft at a young age, including twitching her nose. Samantha and Darren had their hands full trying to teach her to when and when not to use her talent. She was unusually headstrong and needed extra discipline. Samantha and Darren often told her mustn't twitch. Tabitha Stevens was played by Erin Murphy when she was 2 years old, and now she is 58 years old. Number 6. George Tobias as Abner Kravitz. Abner Kravitz is Samantha's and Darren's neighbor on Morning Glory Circle in Westport, Connecticut. He and his wife Gladys live across the street. Abner is an easygoing type who continually scolds his wife for her nosy ways and can never see the strange things going on at the Stevens' house. Abner Kravitz was played by George Tobias when he was 63 years old. Sadly, on February 27, 1980, Tobias died of bladder cancer at the age of 78 at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. Number 8. Sandra Gould as Gladys Kravitz. Gladys Gruber Kravitz is extremely nosy, frequently peeking through her curtains at the Stevens' home. She is convinced that there is something strange going on in their household, and she would yell Abner, referring to her husband, although she can never adequately prove her assertions to him. Gladys Kravitz was played by Sandra Gould when she was 50 years old. Sadly, Gould died on July 20, 1999 in Burbank, California, of a stroke following heart surgery, 3 days before her 83rd birthday. Number 8. Marian Lorne as Aunt Clara. Aunt Clara is Samantha's bumbling, elderly, and absent-minded but lovable aunt. The well-meaning Aunt Clara's spells usually backfire, and her entrances and exits are often a grand fumble, such as entering via a chimney or colliding with a wall. Because of old age, her powers do not work the way they used to, and as a result, she is constantly causing problems when she uses them. Aunt Clara was played by Marian Lorne when she was 81 years old. Sadly, she died of a heart attack in her Manhattan apartment on May 9, 1968, aged 84. Number 9. Bernard Fox as Dr. Bombay. Dr. Bombay is a witch doctor and womanizer, almost always accompanied by a buxom assistant in a nurse's outfit. He constantly cracks stale jokes. He has a distinct laugh and a sense of humor. A strange occurrence or condition caused by a supernatural illness is occasionally used as a plot device, and his assistance is often sought. Dr. Bombay was played by Bernard Fox when he was 39 years old. Sadly, on the morning of 14 December 2016, Fox died of a heart failure at Valley Presbyterian Hospital in Van Nuys, California. He was 89 years old. Number 10. Mabel Albertson as Phyllis Stephens. Phyllis Stephens is Darren's straight-laced mother who visits occasionally but never learns of Samantha's supernatural powers. She is also standoffish toward Samantha's family, whom she considers eccentrics, especially Endora, with whom she has an antagonistic relationship. Phyllis Stephens was played by Mabel Albertson when she was 63 years old. Sadly, Mabel Albertson died on September 28, 1982 of Alzheimer's disease at St. John's Hospital, after suffering 7 years of poor health in Santa Monica, California at age 81. Number 11. Alice Ghostley as Esmeralda. Esmeralda is the Stevens' anxiety-ridden and magically inept yoo-hoo maid. She is prone to uncontrolled bursts of magic and becomes invisible when she's nervous. Esmeralda was played by Alice Ghostley when she was 43 years old. Sadly, Ghostley died at her home in Studio City, California on September 21st, 2007, after a long battle with colon cancer and a series of strokes at the age of 84. We really love the cast of the Bewitched TV series. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you on the next video.